Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students, good morning. How are you today? I'm good, thank you. It is nice to see you in this meeting, and I want to know, is anyone here? Alright, anyone is here, that's good. Okay, before we start our lesson today, who is the leader of the class? Andy. Okay, so please Andy, lead us to pray. Yeah. Thank you, the leader of the class. Okay, so my students, I have shared the PowerPoint on our WhatsApp group, right? Okay, and now I will show you some pictures. Pay attention to the PowerPoint. Okay, the first picture. Have you ever seen this picture? Okay, what do you think about it? Maling kundang, yeah. Do you really believe that the human's body could be changed to stone? Yeah. However, the story has good moral value that we have to be polite to our parents, especially to mother. Okay. The next slide, I will play the video. Pay attention. Okay, after seeing the picture and after watching the video, can you guess what we learn today? Yeah, that's true. Narrative text. We will learn about narrative text. But what is narrative text? Anyone wants to answer? Okay, Nabila, please. Yeah, that's true. So, okay, pay attention to the next slide. Narrative text is a story in the past with complication or problematic events that tries to fight the resolutions, and it is to solve the problems. The example of narrative text like Cinderella, and then Snow White, Maling Kundang, Timun Mas. And the purpose of the narrative text is to entertain the reader with the story. I will show you the example of narrative text. Okay, so the title is The Legend of Lake Toba. Okay, we have to identify the genetic structure. Before that, I will explain what are the genetic structures of narrative text. Actually, there are 4 genetic structures of narrative text: orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation or coda. Okay, the first part is orientation. It sets the scene, where and when the story happened, and then about who and what is involved in the story. The second part is complication. It tells the beginning of the problems which leads to the crisis of the main participants. Resolutions is about the problem that is resolved either in happy ending or in sad ending. And then reorientation or coda, it's optional. Sometimes this is not exist in narrative text, but it consists of moral lesson, advice, or teaching from the writer. Alright, so okay, let's identify the genetic structure from the text The Legend of Lake Toba. Have you read the text? No. Okay. I will give you time to read the text. Okay, time is up. So, what do you think about the first paragraph? Okay, orientation. Yeah, that's true, orientation. So, when and where? It's a long time in North Sumatra. Yeah. How about the second paragraph? Mm-hmm. Complication. Really? Yeah, it tells the beginning of the problems. So the problems began with the story that he fell in love with the beautiful princess. Mhm. And then married and then lived happily and had a daughter. Okay, so what happened with the third paragraph? Alright. So one day the daughter was so hungry and ate his father's lunch, and then the father was angry and broke the promise. Still complication. Yeah, it is still complication. So how about the last paragraph? Resolution. Yeah, the problem is resolved. Okay, now I will explain about language feature of narrative text. The first used past tense, so because it happened in the past, so we have to use past tense. And then we use adverb of time, like once upon a time, a long time ago, one day, etc. And then time conjunction, like when, then, suddenly. If we use specific character like Cinderella, and then Snow White, Malingkundang, Timun Mas. That's the specific character. And then we use action verbs, a verb that shows an action. We use direct speech is to make the story lively. For example, like Snow White said, "My name is Snow White." I'm going to give you an assignment. So number 1 until 4, you have to choose true or false. Who want to answer number 1? Raise your hand. Oh, Dina. Okay, please, Dina. True or false? True. Alright. So the golden fish turned into a beautiful woman. So show me the proof. Is it in first paragraph or where? Okay, read it, please. Yeah, that's true. How about number 2? Who wants to answer? Raise your hand. Okay, Malik, please. True or false? False. Alright. Now I will show you another example. So please read the text. I will give you 4 minutes to read the text. After read the text, so I want to ask, where is the legend from? Alright. Can you show me, Malik? Is it in first, second, or which paragraph? Okay. In the last paragraph, Bandung, West Java. Yeah. We have learned much today. Can you mention what we have learned today? Definition of narrative text, and then generic structure, the purpose, alright, and the language feature. Yeah. So what is the generic structure of narrative text? Orientation, complication, resolution. Okay, coda is optional. And is there any question about the material that we have learned today? For the homework, I want to divide you into some groups. So one group consists of 3 students. You can open the book on the page 19. So you have to do the homework in group, do the tags, answer the question, write the short narrative text, draw a picture that illustrate the narrative text that you will write. Alright. Okay, is there any question about the homework? Before I close the lesson, so let's pray together. Okay, thank you. See you next week and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.